Welcome back to Weems Motor Co. Let's get back to work on our Born Free 16 build. So obviously, as you can tell, we have been super busy machining a lot of parts. We have a lot of time into all of these components, and these components are going on to the bike that we have titled Ultor, which is Latin for the Punisher. We have the judge, we have the jury, now we have the Punisher, and that is our Born Free 16 bike. A lot of time into these components, a lot of engineering, a lot of actually machining the parts, all to make something super cool for our friends over at Born Free to look at, to enjoy. But you guys have been here through the whole process, and this is only just a small portion of it. Well, we talked about Patreon before, and we just so happen to have one of our patron members show up here at the shop right in the middle of cutting these parts up, and I'm sure that Jeremiah has a bunch of questions to ask me about this. Some of those are going to be trade secrets. Some of those things we're going to hold those cards close to our chest so nobody sees, but I'm going to let Jeremiah ask us a couple questions about what we got going on here. So let's grab a chair. So what do you think, man? What's going through your head?
When I see you cut parts like this and you talk about them, and you're like, this is a Ducati front end, triple trees, and I got it from this place, and there's only so many of these in the world that you could buy, Jared. Like, why? You know, like, this would give me anxiety and heartache to like cut something like this.
All right, so yes. All right, so this is from a Ducati, 1968 Ducati Monza. We actually have the top triple tree, and when I was thinking about designing the front end, I like to take components from different manufacturers and different times and kind of make them play together, much like we did on the Dolly Mongrel.
Yeah.
But there were certain aspects, certain things about this that I didn't like. So I said, I don't like that, so I'm going to cut it off and make my own. So you guys seen we had those two outside circles. That's where your fork tubes go through. And yeah, let's just say that they were bulky and ugly. So I said I'm gonna make my own, and Jeremiah's got one right here. So I made these rings that are actually gonna go right on the outside, just like that. And we will weld them in and make them perfect as they should be. So a lot smaller, sleeker look, but yeah. Yeah, we made these little rings right here, but I took basically a raw stock of steel, solid cold roll. I think this probably is 2.5 inches, and we turned it down to that little ring right there. So just a little bit of machining.
Why is it cold roll? I don't understand that. Like the way it holds together. Does it weld better? Like, these are all things that like go through my brain when I'm trying to like go like, why? Why? I don't understand. Like cold roll.
I am not a metallurgist, okay? I'm a machinist. I just know that cold roll machines a lot better than hot roll, so I tend to use it, and it's more expensive, so probably because it does machine better. So somebody on here is probably going to jump down in the comments and say,
I'd like to know.
This is why.
Yeah.
So, okay, well, cool. Obviously, we have some fork legs. We're not going to tell too much about what we got going on that process because That is a trade secret that we're doing for this build, but we did machine that out of some 1 1/4 cold roll steel. Once again, made some fork cap nuts, made a base for our stem to make this Ducati front end or Ducati triple trees go into a early 50s front end. So had to custom make a stem, machining.
Do you ever get scared doing any of this stuff? Or are you just like, I can just weld it back together, or if I have to spend, I don't know how much a triple tree costs, but whatever that costs, you could, if you had to, buy and find.
There's been some times where I've thought maybe I took it too far. One of those cases in point was on our last Born Free bike. We took, I think it was around 36 pounds just out of the engine.
When you shave the cylinders down.
Shaved the cylinders, lightened the crank, built pretty much the head all the way from scratch. So I thought, yeah, maybe we took it too far, but the bike runs amazing, so can't complain about that.
It's amazing what you can do in this shop. Listen, folks, the shop is not huge. The camera makes it look big. But I mean, look, there's that thing. I come over here, he's like, it's fine. They're just working on stuff. I'm like, I don't even know how you do that.
I just use what I got, my talent, my time, and my abilities, and some crappy old Harbor Freight tools, and just make it happen. We're gonna take that bottom triple tree that we had just cut up on the bandsaw, and we're gonna dry assemble this front end just to kind of give you guys an idea of what it's gonna look like when it's put all together. So
it's gonna look awesome.
I hope so. If it doesn't look awesome, I'm probably gonna take it off and cut it in half.
I mean, I'm gonna stroke your ego for a second, but you built it. It's gonna look pretty cool.
Yeah, I've built some crappy stuff in the past.
Well, you don't show that stuff off, so nobody knows about it.
Maybe I should. Maybe I should show you all the crappy stuff.
Patreon only.
Patreon only content. Be a guy like this.
Factory Weems motor code defects that you could buy and keep, maybe.
Yeah, sign up for our Patreon. Maybe we'll do a giveaway with some of the crap that I have laying around here. So crap. Yeah. All right, let's get this front end on this bike and let's see what she's gonna look like. All right, Jeremiah, so there is the foundation for our front end.
Looks good.
You like it?
Yeah, I do.
I mean, taking from these big, bulky, nasty looking, bottom clamps and going to something a little bit more sleek, I think we've nailed that. So what we need to do now, break out the TIG and just put a nice little tack weld so we hold those in place. And then we can wrap up this video.
Do it.
All right, he said to do it, so I guess I gotta do it. So let me get the TIG welder. And just like that, Jeremiah.
It's done.
No. Far from done. but we got to tack together. So he had the question, was like, well, how do you make sure that everything's straight? And I was like, there's a reason we tack weld things together, is because I know it's in place. It may not be straight, so I can get it over to my welding table, get everything nice and flat, get everything measured out so that we can do the finishing welding with that. So that's where we're at. We have 2 custom-made fork legs, Ducati triple trees, all going on Ultor, the Punisher for Born Free 16, Jeremiah.
Cool name.
Cool name, right?
Yeah.
I didn't come up with it. My patrons come up with that. So thank you. Thank you for helping me out with that. Well, folks, that is it today. We got a lot more work to go on this build. This is just a small portion of the process. So next time, we're going to be getting a little bit further into custom making some parts for this bike for Born Free. But with that, we thank you guys for hanging out. If you are new around here, jump down and hit that subscribe button. If you really like the video, hit that thumbs up, turn those notifications on, and let everyone know what's going on right here
At Weems Motor Co.
He knows what's up. It's like he watches every episode every week.
Just a couple.
Just a couple. Peace!